And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set! 260!
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Down, set. Penelope Cruz, set. Chicken nugget biscuit, set. Hunt.
On first down, Savage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey,
the run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Best player on this side of Mississippi.
Back to throw. Stafford being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And
that
he will
shit's
score.
crazy.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That shit crazy.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive. Pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
I feel like that was just betrayed by Stafford on that.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll run on first down. Savage. They'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To the whole other side of the world.
On second down now, Savage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football. Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Hey, defense. My bad. I'm going to need y'all to, you know, do something for you, man. I already know what the game plan is. I looked at his roster, but he got some speed burners over there.
Easy. Block 80!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Roethlisberger will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Good job, my boy.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Give me radar.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, orbit.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Wait, did I already pick my defense?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That is incomplete.
Not today. Not today. too big.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
52's the mark, boy. 52. World. You ain't doing nothing.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, I'm gonna need
The
4
Minnesota
yards
offense
from you.
about ready to get this next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Stupid ass.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's tight? Tight ends right. Easy, alert. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch 42. Check 42.
Stafford steps away to his left. This is caught by Williams.
What is this?
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Buddy dead has caught the ball and then turned outside. Come on now. Oh shit, what happened? Damn. That's crazy.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Paid to kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
Alright, he on it again.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop.
That shit was
Wiping it down with the paint
stupid.
hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set. 180. Check it out, read. Check, 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 check. Shift, shift. Hey, 22. Middle, middle, middle.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Like 20. 52. Go, go, go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
That, white 80. 52 right here.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
He was kind of moving. Look. That's crazy. We need another one.
It's like 80. You ain't going nowhere. 50.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Ran through that gap.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
What the hell?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Oh, shit.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Punt that bit. Punt that bit. Punt that bit. Punt that bit. Hey.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's caught by Funchess. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Right back to Coleman here on first down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, it's Allen. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here we go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
230.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Coleman, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stafford now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's see what this do.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Roethlisberger. Allen's got it complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coleman now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Able to find Isabella. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. This goes to Barber, the running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down.
Like 80.
On second down, Barber. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Like 20. Quarter. 52. Let's go. 52.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is complete. It's Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
He just ducked under the guy that was blocking him.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
This nigga literally went under the guy that was getting blocked. Literally. That's retarded. He fucking went under the dude that's blocking.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing.
To throw again. Stafford completes it to Benjamin. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
23 yards on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Blitz coming and down he goes. Deion Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe you bring...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger on the screen. This is Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Coleman. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in the game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They will run again with Coleman and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's crazy.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
That's crazy.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it.
This motherfucker. God damn. I got a trash-ass quarterback. Should put in a fucking kicker. This motherfucker here.
The 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Greer looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Greer. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Greer on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
How you spin that way?
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. You got the big lead defensively, but willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I'm stupid.
Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. I'm
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Caught by Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
The same route and it works
Not
every
totally
time.
home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive?
Bro,
now
what
this
is
is
he
intercepted.
doing?
My goodness.
Oh, my God.
Picked off right around the 43.
That's
So many times
crazy.
we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what
That shit
offenses
was
did and
crazy.
how they won the game. Let's flip this one
This
over. The
motherfucker
defense,
broke down.
they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end
The
it.
whole year.
Check 52's to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Allen.
Thank you.
Big Ben intercepted
damn.
a third time.
Out here
Picked
fucking
off inside the
praying
10.
with
He was
this
trying to get that one to Allen that time.
That shit dumb.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Weak ass motherfucker.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a give, right side. Savage.
What is
And he
his
is
spin
met
shit?
quickly in
I
the
fucking
backfield.
jumped.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting nice.
And he's going to be
I'm just
intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
44.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And it's caught for 2 points. Very interesting way to end this one. They add on a couple extra that they really didn't need. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football